Yo, I said I would blog on the ill will Calico battle, but I know I gotta address a couple of things. First of all, if you don't see the tag, yo, go out and vote. I'm seeing a lot of people out there voting in huge numbers. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we'll get a favorable outcome. I'm not going to turn this channel into a political thing, but you cannot complain about the system unless you are a part of the process. So go out there and vote. Second, my last blog, I know that I complained about a couple of things about the live stream. A lot of the stuff was corrected. I had a conversation with Lauren. Shout out to RBE, Lawrence, Shatis, and ARP. You know, I don't have a huge channel. I don't get crazy viewership, but it's nice when you could have a communication. And I know I could pick up the phone and call ARP anytime, call Lawrence anytime. I'm sure if I ask for Shatis' number, I could have a conversation with him. But it's nice when you can pick up the phone, ask a few questions, or, you know, convey that you're not happy about a couple of things, and you see that they're addressed. And they was like addressed like the next day. They probably might have been addressed anyway, but I'm not saying it was just based off of my complaints. But if you watch my last blog, there was some things about the stream, about, you know, and to be honest with you, RBE was between a rock and a hard place. I'm not going to get into details, but they was. So shout out to them for addressing some of the issues. Let's jump into this. Ill Will versus Calico. This was a really good battle. Really good. I'm gonna say the first round is probably the most highly debated to me. The first round, I think, you know, if somebody says Ill Will got the first round, I'm cool with it. When I first watched it, I'm gonna give y'all real talk. When I first watched the battle, off of one watch, I kind of leaned towards Ill Will. And then I said, let me watch it again. And then I watched it again, and you know there's a scuffle and all that in the second round, what have you. But watch it again, and I really started to appreciate more of Calico's finesse in his rhyme skill. Really nicely put together bars, metaphors, name flips. You know, the only thing is these Detroit niggas, they got this like rough, unkept look, and it bothers me because I'm a New York nigga, and you know that's something that we really had to have our hair cut and lined up, and you know that kind of thing. But anyway, so I think when I first watched it, I automatically gave Ill Will a first, and you know the third, I was so impressed with Ill Will's third that I almost had him 2-1. Then when I looked at it again, I'm like, you know what? The first round is kind of debatable. You could almost give the first round to Cal. You could almost give the second round to Cal. You actually, to me, the second round is the one that's really not up for debate. Is the second round. I think the second round is Cal's round. I think the third you could give to Cal. I kind of like Cal's third, but if what Ill Will was saying in the third was true, even though he started out a little slow, that's kind of like a powerful round. But I got the first being debatable and rounds 2 and 3 going to Cal. I thought it was a dope match. I thought it was classic. Here's what I thought about it. Forget about battle too heavy. Like, all right, we like the battle, but the ambiance, right? The people that was there. You had Clips, you had Core, you had Debo. You know what I'm saying? You had Suede. You had Math in the background. Like, it was almost a who's who of battle rap just outside in the street, on the garage, in the gritty, and you know, like, yo, hurry up, let's get this footage, and the camera's shaking, it's not steady. You know, you could see the camera's like trying to get into focus. Like, all of that shit adds to like the realism, the classicness, and the atmosphere. It's like, yo, you ain't had to be there, but you felt like you was there. And, you know, shout out to ARP for continuing to keep that, I want to say, intensity going, because he's like, yo, hold on, yo, be careful, man. You know, we don't want to, yo, is the cops coming? So at the end of the first round, the second round, hold on, Cal, don't go. Yo, security coming with the police? I hurry up, let's go. So it was like one of those, like, the battle could have been stopped anytime. They was moved already. Like, you know, it's almost like hip hop was rap was an underground genre when it first came in, and then they had, then it became mainstream, and then they had mixtapes, and that was underground. Well, battle rap is like somewhere underground type of shit, and I don't know. Right now it's scary. If I was an industry nigga, I'm not coming into battle rap and you're not battling certain niggas in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? You need a tune-up. You need a few tune-ups, but this was a dope battle. Another thing in the battle that I liked was, and I think Calico knew he wasn't going to get away with it, but the fact that he tried to Pat Stay or Tay Rock Ill Will kind of shows you that he still feels he's a bully, or that he's a big boy compared to Ill Will being, a small fry in the game. If I think I could bully you, or if I try to bully you, like I have an edge, right? It's like I shouldn't even try that shit. And he tried it. Ill Will didn't let it happen, but Ill Will didn't try and bully him either. You know what I'm saying? Ill Will was just letting him know, yo, I'm not scared of you. You're not going to bully me. But Calico tried to bully him. So in my book, it's like there's a slight edge there, because nothing happened to Calico and nothing really happened to Ill Will. But I thought that was dope. None of them got off their game with the bullying piece. Pat Stay, you could tell, was definitely affected. He was like turning different shades of pink, and he kind of didn't handle it right. Like, you don't let no man disrespect your space like that. I don't care if it's battle rap. There's a lot of disrespect that goes on in battle rap. You cannot have your space disrespected. Now, I'm not talking about regular spacing. Regular, like, everyday life, no man is going to be up in your face yelling, screaming, spitting, and all that shit, and you're going to let that shit rock. Battle rap, you got to let that rock. What I'm talking about violating your space is when, like, another nigga's, like, on, like, physically pushing you, shoving you, bumping you. You know what I'm saying? Hitting you. You got to, like, you can't let that shit pop. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think, man. You know what I'm saying? Who y'all got winning? Did y'all think that it was too physical? If you saw the battle, when it drops, I need to know that too. I appreciated it, man. It had all the elements of a classic. It had great bars. It had aggression. I think the bars was really, really good on Ill Will's side. I thought they were slightly better on Calico's side, just a better rapper. But they weren't like crazy bars. It wasn't like out of this world. A second watch, it wasn't like out of this world. But what was crazy was, and the reaction of talented, respected battle rappers in the background. So that was cool. There wasn't a lot of gas. There was a little bit more gas on Calico's side because he had more of his peoples there. But I don't know. What y'all think, man? What y'all think about a battle like that outside in the garage? Is that something that should be kind of hosted or promoted or sought after? You know what I'm saying? Like out in the street, you kind of can't. The only thing is, you don't really have security. You don't know if somebody came from Club Drum, went in their car, got they piece on them for real, and now they out in the garage and they watching the shit. So if something pops off, you know people ain't been searched. It's real now. We outside. There's no real security. There's no real police presence. You know what I'm saying? Something pops. It's every man for themselves. You know what I mean? So when you talk your shit and he got 10 dudes behind him and you got 2, and after the battle, you never know. Shit could go down, Mad Dog Killer, holla at your boy.